Okay. It is 6:30. We are live. Allow me. Hey, Aaron joined. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. All right, we're just getting started. We're just getting the room warmed up. Emma Modeste, 840. Welcome in. I'm just waiting until a few more people get in the room. We are now at 4. If you are so inclined, do tap the screen and run the likes up. I appreciate that. And also, if you are inclined, share the live. I appreciate that. Also, I'm going to be on for 1 hour till 7:30, and then I'm taking a break for an hour, and then I'm back on at 8:30 from 8:30 to 10. So please, please, please join me for as long as you'd like. Paulette Barnes, too, thank you for the likes. I see those rolling. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So one of the things before I get too involved in talking about uh, eye health and eyesight, specifically around my products, I wanted to talk about creatine. I know creatine has been in the news a whole lot lately. I just saw a spurt of a podcast with Diary of a CEO, and I'm actually taking creatine now. I just ordered it like, I don't know, 10 days ago, and I think this is day 5. No, this is day 9 that I've been taking creatine, and I should have remembered that. No, creatine actually is highly beneficial for brain health. It's a very big deal these days. And I just want to give some facts about creatine in case other people are out there looking at it. Um, and I looked at it specifically for adults over the age of 50. I'm 62, so I'll be 62 on the 25th of February. So I just wanted to kind of qualify what this is going to be. So creatine is one of the more promising supplements for cognitive function, especially as we age. The brain is highly metabolically active and relies on phos- phosphocreatine to rapidly regenerate. ATP, its energy currency. As we get older, brain creatine leaves. Sorry. As we get older, brain creatine levels tend to decline. I've got a light shining on the face of my phone and it's messing me up. Key findings from research. So, cognitive benefits. Several studies have shown creatine supplementation can improve short term memory, reasoning, and mental processing speed, particularly under conditions of stress, sleep deprivation, or cognitive demand. A notable 2018 meta-analysis and subsequent studies suggest these benefits may be more pronounced in older adults whose baseline creatine levels are lower. So, neuroprotection. There's evidence creatine may help protect against neurodegenerative conditions by supporting mitochondrial function and reducing oxidative stress in brain cells. Research is ongoing for conditions like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. The results so far are mixed and not yet conclusive enough for clinical recommendations. Eye health. And I asked, how does it benefit the eyes? The eyes are connected directly to the brain. So if it's benefiting the brain, it's got to be benefiting the eyes. And here's what it said about eye health. This is a less studied but interesting area. The retina is among the most metabolically active tissues in the body. So the rationale for creatine's role is sound. The retina has its own creatine kinase system and uses phosphocreatine for energy metabolism, particularly in photoreceptor cells. Some animal studies suggest creatine supplementation may protect retinal cells from oxidative damage and light-induced stress. So there's early age research suggesting creatine could theoretically support retinal health in conditions like age-related macular degeneration, AMD, but robust human clinical trials specifically on creatine and eye health are still lacking. This is an area where the science is promising but not yet established. So, and goes on to say, for people over 50 concerned about eye health, creatine is not a replacement for proven interventions like AREDS 2 formula supplements for macular degeneration, but it may offer complementary metabolic support. How to use it? The dosage, the standard effective dose is 3 to 5 grams per day, so 3,000 to 500 milligrams. Most research on cognitive benefits uses 5 grams daily. There's no strong evidence that higher doses provide additional benefit for brain or general health purposes. There's some people use a loading phase. The loading phase, which is optional, some protocols suggest 20 grams a day, split into 4 doses for 5 to 7 days to saturate stores faster, then dropping to 5 grams a day for maintenance. This isn't necessary. Taking 5 grams a day will fully saturate your stores within about 3 to 4 weeks. Form. Creatine monohydrate is the most studied, most effective, and most affordable form. Other forms, HCl, buffered, etc., have no proven advantage despite marketing claims. Timing doesn't matter much. Take it whenever you want. Actually, take it whenever it's convenient. With a meal is fine. It works through daily accumulation, not acute timing. Safety. Creatine is one of the most extensively studied supplements and is considered very safe for long-term use in healthy adults. Stay well hydrated. People with pre-existing kidney disease should consult their doctor before starting. Though creatine does not cause kidney damage in healthy individuals, this is a persistent myth. And the bottom line for 50 plus, creatine at 5 grams a day is a well-supported low-risk supplement for brain energy, metabolism, and cognitive resilience as you age. The eye health angle is biologically plausible and intriguing, but still early in terms of direct human evidence. It pairs well with other evidence based on strategies like exercise, omega-3s, and nutrient-rich diet. So I think it would be reasonable if you have AMD, if you have any macular issues whatsoever, and even in the center of the eye, the fovea, the whole that that whole area, I would absolutely add creatine to my supplements, just to give that little extra oomph to the connection between the brain and the eye. C. Mestro says, I put it in my coffee every morning. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. I'm drinking these smoothies in the morning and I'm putting it in that without a doubt. And I'm taking a dose, like I go live from 8:30 to 10. And, that part of the day, my brain's just a little bit slower. I'm a little fatigued because I get up at, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And by 9 o'clock, my brain starts to just slow down. So I have another 5 milligrams. Um, like I'll have it at the end of this live because I'm gonna be on till 7:30, and then I'll be off for an hour, and I'll have some creatine with the drink, uh, before I come back on, so that my brain is just running on all cylinders. It's just awake, and I love it. 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 And I just wanted to share that the opportunity that it's beneficial for eyesight as well as brain health, that it's really there, and that there are functions in the retina that actually have its own creatine stores. So boosting that can only be beneficial. I'm just looking to see if we have any more comments or questions, and I'm not seeing any. Seeing a lot of comments from TikTok. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. We're all good. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out in the live. We've got 92 people so far. This is fabulous. So I just want to run through why I'm here. I'm Leslie Wright, and I'm the owner and compounder at Barecat Body Care Essentials. And why I am on TikTok with this big old beautiful eye behind me is because some of the products that we make at Bearcat Body are for eye health and eyesight, to regenerate eye health and better eyesight. And I started this business 6 years ago, and I started the eye care products 3 years ago. Um, 3 years ago, well, yeah, 3.5 years ago, I was in a situation where my eyesight was really, really, really bad. And I had cataracts in both eyes. I had floaters. I was wearing 5X readers. I had astigmatism. And of course, I wore prescription glasses. And my eyesight was really getting horrible. Horrible. Driving became challenging during the day and at night. And being able to do simple things that I used to do. I spent 32 years writing software code. So, I'm in front of a machine 20, practically 24 hours a day. And I was not able to be functional in that arena anymore because everything was just too small. I couldn't see it. Even with 5X readers, I just couldn't work out what was on the screen because of the cataracts. They distort everything. Um, and I was a full-time caregiver for my mother as she was, going through her end of life stage. And I needed to have my eyesight. I went to the optometrist. I said, I need new glasses. The optometrist said, you have cataract. You have a severe cataract in your left eye, a moderate cataract in your right eye, and you're going to need cataract surgery very, very, very soon, like day after tomorrow, because the cataracts are just that bad. I had planned a trip to visit a friend like 7 hours away in Georgia, and I was going to drive at night. Couldn't drive at night because my eyesight was just that bad. So I left the next morning, and I really paid attention to what I could see and what I couldn't see. This is a trip I've taken multiple times, so I know my way. when I was really paying attention to what I couldn't see, it was scary. It was scary. Like if I didn't know where I was going, this trip would have been, it could have been a tragedy without a doubt, because I just had no ability to see the edges of the road and curbs, and anything that was shadowed was a problem. It was scary in my own mind just because I could not see things I knew were there. So I got there, I got back, I called a surgery center to find out how much it would be to get cataract surgery. And they gave me a number that was shocking, and that I could not afford. So it was $3,800 per eye. And no, it was $4,800 per eye. And I was like, there's no way. Like, I don't have $10,000 to spend on eye surgery. So I needed an alternative. I had to have an alternative. And I started looking for anybody talking about ways to lift cataracts without surgery. Like, how can I keep my natural lens and just clean it up? Like, whatever. Can something clean it up? And I came across a post by Barbara O'Neill talking about castor oil and how castor oil's been known to break up cataracts in the eye and that it's effective. So I then went out and bought a whole bunch of different castor oil so I could figure out which castor oil works the best. Initially, not a lot of castor oils actually worked the best. But I did find one that offered some benefit. I did notice a little change in my eyesight, like the black letters on the page were a little darker. They were a little more intense, so I could see them more clearly. But it wasn't enough. Like, it's going to take a long time, years, to get these cataracts lifted just using castor oil. And I then prayed about it. I'm like, I need an answer, God. I need an answer, because this is something I can't do. I can't be blind due to cataracts. Um, and I got the answer 4:17 in the morning on a Saturday. The answer was put DMSO in the castor oil. And those were the exact words: put DMSO in the castor oil. I knew about DMSO. I had DMSO at the house because I used it for pain care for myself and for my mom. And lo and behold, I blended a 50-50 DMSO and castor oil. I dropped it in my eye. I told my daughter, if I go blind, this is what I've done. I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning and I could see better. I could see my phone better, my computer better, just the house better. There was more light in my eyes. I was like, what is this miracle? It's fantastic. And I then went about figuring out, how can I um, blend these two ingredients together in a way where it's not so shocking to the eye, because a 50-50 blend was pretty heavy. Like, it stung pretty good. So I'm like, okay, it's got to be less sting, that just because even I wasn't going to use that every single day. Eventually you talk yourself out of it, and then you wind up in the same boat you're already in. So I started messing with it, and that's where I blended 30/70 and started using 30/70 every day. And in 2 weeks, I had no more floaters, which was amazing because I had a prolific amount of floaters. 2 weeks, floaters are gone. I'm looking out of clear eyes, no little specks all over the place, moving constantly. In 3 months, the cataract in my right eye, the moderate cataract, had lifted completely. And it was amazing, amazing. The cataract in my left eye had a small lift, but not a major lift. So, and some cataracts have so much more buildup, and when the protein buildup on the lens hangs out for too long, it calcifies and it becomes really hard. So that's what had happened on my left eye, and it was not moving. I went back to the drawing board, did some more research, and I came upon Melio Panini honey. And, this particular honey has been used for thousands of years. I'm going to say no to that, for thousands of years. And it has just a lot of benefit in the eye system. So I got the castor oil, I got the DMSO, I got the Meliopanini honey. I then blended a Celtic salt saline solution, and I added hyaluronic acid just to top it all off with all the best stuff I knew about eye health, and started using that on a daily basis. And that started even more lift happening. And then I started using the 4 and I and the 30/70, and a little more lift happened. But then it got to a point where it was static. I can get no more lift of that cataract off of the lens of my eye. And I thought I got to go to the drawing board again. Like I need something a little bit stronger with a little more heft. And rather than changing the 4 and I decided to change the 30/70 blend to a 40/60. So 40% DMSO, 60% castor oil. And I started using that with the 4 and I together. And I patched the eye to let the eye do the most work it could do in restoring, and just eating away at that cataract. It took 9 months total, more, and this included all of the testing and the development in the whole 9 yards. But 9 months more, and the cataract of my left eye was lifted. And for the first time in my adult life, like in my child life and my adult life, because I started wearing glasses at 6 years old. So the first time since six, I was glasses free. No glasses, no contacts, no readers, no floaters, no cataracts, all 100% naturally using castor oil, DMSO in various formations. And let me tell you, I felt the most free I had felt in years and years and years and years and years. And my eyesight is better than it was when I was in my 40s by a long shot, like by a long shot. I don't have perfect eyesight though. I don't have 20/20 vision. I don't know what vision I actually have. I tested myself. I have a Snellen chart in my office, and I, put it up on the wall, and I tested myself. And as far as I can tell, I've got 20/30 in my right eye and 20/50 in my left eye. I am mad at that because I have what I call good enough vision. I can see good enough, far enough, drive. I can do all the things I need to do in my life. Use my laptop, use my phone, support my clients, connect VPN, do all the stuff that I used to do just so easily that became so difficult. Now it's easy again. And it is easy again because of castor oil and DMSO. And I bring it to you as I have products now that are developed. If you want to blend it yourself, I'm happy to give you the ratios to actually make your own. But it is absolutely amazing what DMSO and castor oil can do in the eye system. And I welcome any questions. And if you have any eyesight challenges or eye health challenges, I promise you, I've got customers that are nearsighted, farsighted, that have AMD, that have diabetic retinopathy. Um, the list goes on. Blepharitis, severe dry eye, retinal detachments, vitreous detachments, PVDs, like you name it, cornea issues around the block and back. And they have been able to be benefited by castor oil DMSO and the variations of drops that I've created in the process of restoring and recovering my own eye health and eyesight. So that's why I'm here. And enough with the rant. And now I'm going to answer some questions. So Gilly says, my right eye hurts sometimes with a headache. Okay, so do you know if it's light induced? Is it based on if you're in a very bright room? Or is it situational in any way, shape, or form that you can target? Hi, Mary Lewis.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Okay.
Excellent. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was calling because I have 20 my my eye pressure goes up constantly, like it was 15 the left eye and then the right eye is 17.
Okay.
And he said the the veins are connected, which is a good thing. And he's watching it for, I guess, glaucoma.
Right. Did he put you
So
on any medication?
he's no, I go back in 6 months.
Okay.
So I really don't want medication. I'm trying to do everything naturally.
100%.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I eat healthy, I work out a lot. I don't know, sometimes by me working out maybe can raise the pressure up.
That's not what's happening.
hmm
So, may I ask how old you are?
I'm 69 and diabetes run heavy in my family.
Okay.
My father went blind because of his diabetes. I'm
Okay.
very active. Last time I checked, my A1C was like 5.7, but I know it's probably down because, like I said, I eat whole foods.
Sorry, somebody called in. Last I heard was I know it's
My A1C is probably like 5.5.
okay, which is good, which is
Yes.
that's fantastic. So, I don't think that's your issue, but I
hmm
do think the issue may be because you have this history, you have
hmm
this hereditary history.
Yes.
The issue just may be that your eyes are now starting to clog up.
Which could be a lot of
So,
inflammation.
a lot of inflammation and it could be a lot of dryness.
Yes, which I do have severe dryness. I
Okay.
drive for a living, so I, yes, so
You live 24/7 in a forced air environment.
yes.
Yes.
hmm
So, that's probably your biggest issue is
Okay.
the dryness. You need to
Yes.
combat that actively.
hmm
I would recommend on my roster of products, I'd recommend 3070. And I'd also recommend the C Clear with DMSO. C
Okay,
Clear
so
with DMSO is, hang on, I gotta,
how can I?
Sharon Jit, I just had to mute you for a second. So hang on. So what you want to do is you want to moisturize and hydrate the eyes and you want to use something very functional and you
hmm
also want to clear out any blockages that are happening that are building up, that are
Yes.
time oriented. And
hmm
we've got glands that produce the tear film, which is water and fat and mucus. So you've got glands providing all of that, and all of it can wind up getting clogged up a little bit. So we need to clear those clogs, which castor oil will do. The DMSO gets the castor oil deep into the eye system so it can hit all those areas and
hmm
just, dissolve it away.
Okay, so
All beneficial.
how can I get any? How can I?
Okay. So to get to my site, you need to go to my bio. You're going to click on the picture in the upper left-hand corner,
Okay.
and that's going to open a page with another picture of me. Click on that picture, that will take you to my bio. My phone number, email, and the link to my site is all right there. Oh, I think she's clicking on the links. Gilly, you're up.
Okay. Sorry. Um, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I have on the right eye, at the edge of the eye, like flickering, if you can say, of
Yeah.
light,
So,
and the
in,
headache,
is it
the
the inner
headaches
or outer edge?
out,
Outer
outer
edge.
edge,
Okay.
and it follows with a headache, but very short one, like. Um,
Okay.
and that's it. It went away. but it happened twice. That's it.
Do you see the flickering when your eyes are closed? Were your eyes open when this happened?
Opened, opened.
Okay. And it came with a headache.
Yes, and I have floaters, and I have a cataract developing.
Okay. Okay. So hang on just one second. I'm asking ChatGPT a question just
Okay.
about what you're
ChatGPT doesn't recommend on castor oil.
No, I know that's true. But ChatGPT doesn't know anything. I mean, it doesn't know everything is what I meant to say. It doesn't know everything.
Yeah, you understand.
So flickering or shimmering lights when your eyes are open, sometimes described as an aura. And an aura is also that flickering in association with a headache.
Yes.
So when the headache was gone, was the flickering gone?
Um, First the flickering, then the headache
Okay.
for a second, and then the flickering continues and then stops. And the
Okay.
headache is just for a second.
It's short lived.
Yes.
Okay. So it usually points to activity in the visual system rather than something you're actually seeing. Here's a clear breakdown of what it can mean, why it happens, and when to act. So you could have what's called a visual ocular migraine. So what it looks like is shimmering, zigzags, sparkles, waves, or rainbow static effects. Eyes often in both eyes, so even if it feels one-sided. So did you see it in both eyes or was it just one eye?
Just one eye.
Okay. So it builds over 5 to 20 minutes, lasts up to 60 minutes. Do you know how long it lasted?
About 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. It may occur with or without a headache. Temporary changes in how the brain's visual cortex process signals. So the other option is a posterior vitreous detachment, a PVD, but I don't think what you're describing matches any of those symptoms or a retinal detachment either. So another source could be low blood pressure or blood sugar. So a low blood pressure or low blood sugar. And what that looks like is a flicker, dimming, or sparkles when standing up or after exertion. What did it
I was
happen
sitting
at? Okay,
during sitting.
okay, so you weren't exerting yourself. There's also medication or neurological effects. And what that looks like is persistent or unusual light phenomena. Examples are some antidepressants, blood pressure meds, or seizure disorders can be associated. Does any of that sound familiar?
I take blood pressure medications.
Okay. And then how to tell if it's brain based versus eye based. So both eyes, geometric patterns, gradual spread, more likely visual migraine. One eye, brief flashes with movement, more likely vitreous or retinal origin. So, okay. Then it talks about when to seek care immediately. New flashes with many floaters. So yeah, if you have a sudden onset of floaters, that's probably a retinal tear or retinal detachment. A curtain veil or shadow, so where you feel like you can't look up.
No,
Okay. Sudden vision loss or distortion. Any recent eye trauma or surgery, and symptoms that are new, worsening, or different from your usual visual pattern. So
not
I think it sounds like what you had was a ocular migraine.
Okay. I'm more calm now.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
and
more,
because it hasn't recurred and it didn't last very long.
right.
Yeah, and you didn't have
That's
any of the, precursors to it being something more significant.
I didn't get that. I didn't understand what you said now.
I'm sorry. I said you didn't have any of the precursors, so you didn't have anything that happened right before it that
No,
was cause for it to happen.
no, nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Excellent. So, yeah, I think what you experienced was an ocular migraine, and it can happen at random times. It can be stress induced. It can be just, aggravation. There's, lots of reasoning
Oh,
behind why that occurs, but it's not something that is going to consistently happen.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense because I had some pressures lately.
Right. Yeah, and that can actually happen. So I would recommend that you get a good quality like eye vitamin just to promote as much eye health as you possibly can. But I don't think you need to do anything as far as, do I need an eye drop that's going to solve this problem? Because I don't think it's an ongoing issue for you.
That's great. No, it's really calming down. But
Excellent.
I think of the floaters, which are more than they were, let's say,
Okay.
a few years ago.
Right. And
So
that can happen as we age, and stress can actually induce that. So I would actually, for the floaters and just general eye health, the 30/70 blend is the blend I would recommend. So that's one of my blends: 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. And with that, you're going to get the revitalized, the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. And those two things are going to balance your eye system to the point where you're not going to have to worry about it.
do you ship to Israel?
Ship worldwide.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay. So should I go to your bio and write my details?
No,
Or how is it?
go to my bio. There's a link in the bio that'll take you to my site, and you can go there and place an order.
I won't remember what you said. And
Okay.
so maybe I will write Gilly. Will you know
Yeah.
how to refer it?
And I'm gonna put it in the chat for you really quick. So
Okay, and
30/70 blend.
I'll take a snapshot.
Okay, that's perfect. And you can also leave me a message,
Okay,
and then we'll go from there.
great.
Okay. It's great talking to
So
you.
thank you. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome. Take the best care.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, I saw a question. Let me see if I can locate it. Barbara K asks, "How can I get your products?" You're going to go to my bio. Go up on my bio. You're going to click the picture in the upper left hand corner. That's going to open a form that'll have another picture of me. Click that picture, and that'll take you to my bio. Mary Reed, hang on just 1 second here. I just want to answer this question. Michelle asks, "My dad is getting his second injection tomorrow for a swollen retina." Yeah. Okay. And Has the doctor actually indicated how many injections he thinks he's going to need to have? Those injections are not something I would want to have a family member have to do or that I myself would do. But sometimes you just don't know what the options are. Sassian19, thank you for the follow. Humble Level Mike, thank you for the follow. Fly, thank you for the follow. Barbara K, you are welcome. TT asks, how about bugs? Anything to get them out? What kind of bugs are we talking about, TT? I can't invite you up. If you want to click the invite, you can come up on the panel. I can't invite you up because your account is private. Denari Samuels says, I got glaucoma. Do you know what your most recent interocular pressure was last time it was taken? Linda Chesterfield, I'm new here. I have the same problem as your first caller. Okay. I don't know if I remember who was first. What's your issue, Linda? You want to come up and we could talk about it for a second? Candlelight Nola St. Aug says, looks like fractals to me. So Candlelight Nola, are you having the same issue with flashes in the corner of your eye? Linda Chesterfield said would want to call you. If you go to my bio and you're going to click in the upper left hand corner on the picture, then another form's going to open up with a picture of me. Click on that picture, it'll take you to my bio, and my phone number and my email address are in my bio. Pappy asks, what is it? Eye drops? Yes, I am talking about eye drops. Sharanjit Basan.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
How can I help you?
Good. I have glaucoma, and last month I got laser to release the pressure.
Okay.
I got it the laser 7 years before also, and now they open the hole more to release the pressure. And
right.
Still, when they tested my numbers were 12 and 12, both high pressure, and but I still see blurry and sometimes a smoky, like smoke in front of my eyes, and
yes.
stickiness and a dryness also.
Okay. Yeah, because that laser treatment will actually give you more dry eye.
Right.
I would recommend the 3070 blend and the C Clear with DMSO. 3070 and C Clear with DMSO.
Okay, let me write it down, please. C Clear.
Yeah, and C Clear is SEA.
Right.
And the other drop is just called 3070, Z3070.
3070. 3070 is with the castor oil, right?
Yes. It's DMSO and castor oil.
Okay, DMSO plus castor oil. So those two only, right? Not
those are the only two things in the 3070.
Okay, so C clear is different. Like there are two eye drops, right?
Yes, those are two eye drops, and C Clear is different. C Clear has in it, it has lutein, it has zeaxanthin, it has
Uh-huh.
a chamomile tea,
Okay.
and aloe
Uh-huh.
vera.
All right, great. And should I stop the other eye drops that I'm using now, Latinaprost, and there's one dog with what is it called,
So you're still taking the medicated drops, the latanoprost, and the what else?
dorzolamide, I guess. Yeah.
Dormozide. So
Yes.
in that case, but your pressure's already at 12, like it's keeping it at
Yeah.
12 at this point.
Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt you. There is one Bermudine also. There
Okay,
are
so you're
three
on all three.
different. Yes.
Here's what I would suggest. Instead of the 30/70, I would suggest the 4 and I, because you actually still have something building pressure in your eye if your pressure
Right.
is 12
That's
with
what I
all three of
guess.
those. Yeah. So
So
I'd recommend the 4 and I, number 4,
four
ANEYE,
ANEYE. Okay. Four and
and
I
the and 40/60. So
and
40/60.
4060.
Yes.
Okay.
And then also
Got
the
you.
C
And how
clear
do
with
I
DMSO.
put them?
I'm
C
sorry?
clear. Okay. C clear with the DMSO. Hold on
Yes.
just a DMSO. And how do I use them? Twice a day,
So
once a day, or how?
when you place your order, when the order is packaged, you're going to get an email, and the email is going to spell out exactly how to use the product.
Got you. And when can I stop those medicines like latinaprost that doctor gave me? I don't want to use them. But they are just uh, covering the symptoms,
Right.
not doing that it should do.
Right.
So
So you'll need to keep using them for 2 weeks, for the first 2 weeks that you're using my drops. And then after two
okay.
weeks, you want to go get your pressure checked again. And then you can drop off of the prescription drops, go for another 2 weeks, have your pressure checked one more time. Let's make sure the pressure is
Okay.
staying down, and then you'll be good to go.
Right. All right. So those DMSO and CClear, how long I'll have to use? Like how many months you say?
So you're gonna use the whole set of eye drops until they're empty, and then you'll
Oh,
decide if you need more. So the
okay.
eye drops will last you 90 to 120 days.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, all right, I'll order when I get home. And thank you for your help.
No,
I
you're
really
more than
needed that.
welcome. You're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Send you.
Okay. Bye bye. Okay. All right. Rich Santi says, I have blurry vision. Any recommendations? Yes, the 30/70. So, and blurry vision is just very common. 30/70 and C clear with DMSO. You probably have some dryness happening in your eye system, and the 30/70 is going to help with that along with the revitalize. It is also going to be restorative and reparative. So, if you have anything going on, like some cataract buildup, low level cataract buildup, 30/70 is the right answer for you. Dana Gibbs, to help with my eyes. I need you. So, Dana Gibbs, why don't you tell me what's happening with your eyes? I invited you up on the panel. Okay. And that's everybody. My gimbal is just moving on its own. Cata 18 says 55 and you've got blurry close vision, so your near vision is an issue. 3070, 3070 and Revitalize, 100%. The Revitalize is free. It is a companion product that comes with the 2080, 3070, 4 and I, 4 and I2, 4060. Because adding moisture and hydration to the eye system is a necessity, and you can't get all of the benefit out of these products, out of castor oil and DMSO, if your eyes are dehydrated. So that particular drop, you can purchase it separately, but when you purchase, those drops, it comes with it to ensure that you get the moisture and hydration that the eye needs. Oh, Cat to 18, no, 3070, 3070. The D Hill, you're welcome. Passion Tea, my daughter is 35 and got cataract. What is going on with that? So you can get cataracts at any age. There are, children that are born with cataracts. So it's not an age thing. We typically consider it age related, but it really can be any age that cataracts can start to build up. If she doesn't want to have cataract surgery and she wants a natural solution, I definitely have some things that will be very beneficial to, breaking up that cataract buildup on the lens of the eye. Oh, wait. American Patriot NYC, I have a problem with my eye literally 2 days ago. It started, I feel pain and it's red. Okay, so was there any causation? That's the big thing. Did you have any kind of trauma in the eye? Did you, notice like anything flew into your eye? Cat to 18, yes, 3070. You got it right. And it's the bottom part of the eye. Is there any swelling on the lower lid? Nut says, use castor oil in the eyes. I have DMSO. Is there a specific ratio? Yes, I would tell you to start with 30-70, 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. A lot of other people that actually use castor oil and DMSO, they use such a small percentage of DMSO that it takes a long, long time to see any benefits. So 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil, and you can do it easily and just parse it out with like 3 tablespoons of DMSO, 7 tablespoons of castor oil, mix that well, and you want to put it in a glass bottle with a glass dropper. WESN radio RW. What causes cataracts? Cataracts are a buildup of protein on the lens of the eye. The lens lives in what's called the vitreous fluid. So this fluid is made up predominantly of hyaluronic acid and collagen. Why did they just restricted my life. Ugh. Anyway, hyaluronic acid and collagen, and that's where the lens of the eye lives. And what happens is as we get older, the vitreous fluid itself actually changes in viscosity, and the collagen starts to clump together. It dries and it clumps, and that's what I'm sorry, I'm thinking floaters. I'm talking about the wrong thing. Anyway, cataracts are protein buildup. So in the vitreous fluid, there's proteins. Those proteins attach to the lens of the eye. They attach and then they'll build up and they calcify. So as you get more buildup on the lens of the eye, you will get calcification, which means they really harden, and then the lens is really compromised. So your eyesight's very compromised at that particular point. But that's what a cataract is. It is the protein buildup on the lens of the eye. coming. All right, we've got some more people that want to come up on the panel. Okay, Sharanjit Basan, how can I help you?
Yes. Yes. I'm back again. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I
okay.
forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. I have cataract also, and blurry vision also. So those three medications you told me, those three eye drops will work for that too.
100%. Those will be very effective for the cataracts also.
Okay, good. Thanks
Okay?
for picking me up again. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you're more than welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Mary Lewis 740, how can I help you? You can open your microphone, click on the microphone icon, and then click save, and that'll open your microphone. Oh, Mary Lewis didn't want to be up here. Okay. Nut, you're welcome. Oh, hang on. Honeychild says DMSO question mark. DMSO stands for dimethyl sulfoxide, and dimethyl sulfoxide is a clear liquid solvent that is derived from the processing of trees to make pulp to make paper. That's where DMSO comes from. Blacks Bros, I have to wear glasses to read. Okay, you gotta wear readers. What do I need to read without glasses? 3070. 3070. 3070. Okay. God bless Tasha and her kids. How are you doing? Says, can I use garlic in the eyes? This I know nothing about. I would not I would not use garlic in my eyes. You would probably have to use a garlic powder. It would have to be a very, very fine powder for it to be functional in the eye system. And anything you're going to use in your eyes to get any kind of restoration in eyesight or eye health, you're going to have to use more than once. So a pretty regular basis. And you're going to have to figure out how to make that work. I would imagine that garlic juice would not be uh, easy to take in the eye. It would definitely sting severely. I know people that put lemon juice in their eyes. I wouldn't do that either. And then there's also uh, a lot of conversation around pearl powder. Don't know anything about whether that works or not either. So I'm not saying yes or no. I'm saying I have no idea. Renee's Echo, do you have an eye doctor in Arizona you suggest? I do not. So I would particularly look for a holistic ophthalmologist um, and go from there. Like I would stick strictly with holistic ophthalmology, and they will have association with somebody of you know a high quality standard for any of the other uh, things that you might need, like a neurologist or something like that. U- Umu ya Umu Yaya, hello. Thank you for the hi. Oh my gosh, my gimbal just keeps moving. Black Sparrows, you're welcome. Simone Lewis, I have negative 14, short sighted, and cataracts. What are you saying that gets rid of cataracts? So for me, castor oil and DMSO in various forms got rid of cataracts in both of my eyes. Moderate cataract in my right eye and a severe cataract in my left eye. And I have products that will assist in getting those cataracts gone, breaking up that protein material on the lens of the eye and clearing the vitreous fluid. So if you have floaters, it'll clear that out too. Hey, Lady D, that's me. How are you doing? Simone Lewis, you're welcome. So we don't have any questions at the moment. That means I'm doing pretty good working this live by myself, believe it or not. All right, I'm going to try one more time. Mary Lewis, you're back up on the panel. Do you have a question for me?
I think you answered the questions.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, because I was with the cataracts, I was told I would be having. I have cataracts. I do have blurred vision. The pressure goes up, and I have dry eyes, and I also was put. The doctor gave me some eye drops that I have to put in my eyes, and it's a prescription.
Okay.
So
Do you,
I did order the 3070 DMSO. Do you think that would take care of it?
it'll take care of a lot of stuff without a doubt.
Well, do I need to
The
clear,
C Clear.
see clear?
So C Clear is more like a multivitamin. It's not something that you need. It's not going to be restorative in the eye system. It is
Okay.
going to help with clarity and focus.
So do you think I need to order that as well?
I,
Or just,
I wouldn't I wouldn't say you need to order it. I would say it is of benefit to your eyes. It depends on what you're working on right now, and if you're using these medicated drops,
Mhm.
you gotta parse what's balance what is best for you.
Yeah, so the medicated drops, I don't think is doing any justice. Lately,
Okay.
I've been doing the chamomile tea, put
Yes.
in my eyes for
Yes.
hydration.
And C Clear will do a much better job than that.
Okay, so how do I order the C Clear?
So
Just
you're gonna go to the picture in the upper left hand
mm-hmm,
corner.
mm-hmm.
When you click on that, it's going to open another form with a picture of me. Click on that picture, that will take you to my bio, and there's a link to my site in my bio. Oh, Lady D, I'm really happy that you got your delivery date on your order. I went into the office and started looking around and worked some orders and got some stuff out that I knew should have been going out. Jake Williams 06. Where do I go to order? I used eyebright. Okay. Yeah, no, and eyebright has its function. The reality is I think eyebright's better before you actually have an issue. It's not as good once you have an issue. I don't think that it has enough strength to be corrective or restorative or reparative in the eye system. So if you want to order, you're going to go to my picture in the upper left hand corner. Click on that. Another page is going to open with another picture of me. Click on that picture. That will take you to my bio, and the link is in my bio. All right, great. We are again at the end of the questions. I'm just going to check back and see. Jake William 06. I don't know if I answered your question. I have one eye that gives me a problem, blurry vision. So it sounds like you might have some dry eye going on in that eye specifically. I would also say 30/70 would be the right answer for you. Benjamin Jackson, what is for dry eyes? So the 30/70 and the C clear was DMSO. So okay, Black's Bros, no, 40/60. So it's 40/60, 30/70, and 40/60. Lynette Sosa, hi. How do I access the stuff you said you have for cataract? Okay, so if you're just trying to get to the site, you're going to go to my picture in the upper left hand corner and click on that. Another page is going to open, another picture of me, click on that, and that will take you to my bio, and you'll find the link there. Okay. So, and I just want everybody to know when you're talking cataracts, I assign three different levels of cataracts: mild, moderate, and severe. I had a severe cataract in my left eye and moderate cataract in my right eye. So those were the cataracts I was dealing with. A mild cataract, 30/70 all day long, that's what you need. A moderate cataract, I recommend 4 an eye, number 4, ANEYE. And a severe cataract, I recommend 4 an eye and 40/60. So 4 an eye and 40/60 if your cataract's in the severe category. Okay, I think Jake Williams 06, where do I go to order? Okay, that we did that with the Eyebright. So Bob White 1927 asked, will 30/70 help with optic nerve damage? So 30/70, it has the ability to affect the optic nerve, but it's 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. I don't think it's quite strong enough to give you what you want as far as restoration in the optic nerve. So for people with optic nerve damage, known optic nerve damage, I recommend the 4NI and the 40/60. Those are the two that I recommend together. Pappy says, I need glasses to read. Can it be possible to read without them? What would I need to restore? So the answer is yes, it's possible because I'm reading without glasses. And I feel like I was close to the worst of the worst at the time that I really started focusing on how to restore my eyesight. I was wearing 5X readers, in order to be able to read my phone and my laptop, and it was horrific. So I would say yes. I would start you with 30/70. So, Pappy, I would start you with the 30/70 blend along with the Revitalize. And I imagine that you're going to get a lot of benefit out of that. Happiness is a choice says, will you travel next month? Probably not. Next month is March. I don't think I'm traveling anywhere. Melinda Peter, what are you recommending? I'm recommending natural eye care products for people over 40 that have sight and eye health challenges. Okay, Emma Modesty 840 says stroller lights bother me. So are you saying strobe lights like those boom 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 boom? They can actually induce a seizure. So they bother a lot of people without a doubt. But do other lights bother you? Do you have photophobia Are you in a situation where light, bright light at any level, is bothersome to your eyesight? So happiness is a choice says, will I travel next month? I have no idea. Pappy, you are welcome. Okay. So Emma, you've got photophobia is what I imagine. And the thing that I recommend for you is the 3070 blend, but I also recommend that you get outside and sun gaze. The sun is amazing in our eyes. I think everybody should sun gaze 5 minutes a day if you have the ability staring directly at the sun. If you have photophobia like Emma does, you need to close your eyes. The sun can penetrate our eyelids, so you're going to close your eyes, point your face to the sun, and just spend 5 minutes in that moment and just enjoy it. And then when you're ready to open your eyes again, I would suggest covering your eyes or putting on sunglasses. Cover your eyes, give them a minute, open them while they're covered, and then allow the light in slowly so that you can get used to it and then go live your life. Okay, Jill Middlecoff, what do you recommend for floaters? I have a big one. Okay. 3070, 100%. 3070, I recommend for floaters. And I recommend you start using it 4 times a day. So you can use it twice in an hour, but you want 4 doses a day. And that's going to start pushing um, the castor oil and DMSO into the vitreous fluid and breaking that floater up. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it'll break it up, and it shouldn't be months, it should be weeks. Emma, Emma Modest 840 says no, those light particle cause they. I'm not sure what you're asking. Lynette Sosa, how to apply the castor oil and DMSO. It's meant to be an eye drop, so drop it directly into the eye on the eyeball. Emma, you're welcome. Emma says, also, I have a sharp pain in the corner of my right eye sometimes. Do you have any idea? Like, is there any causation? Is there anything happening when that pain happens? Are you looking up, looking down, straining in some way, shape, or form, using any kind of eye makeup or moisturizer or something like that that triggers it? Yeah, yeah. My daughter, everyone. You got to get your face in front of the camera if you want to be seen. Here she is, the lovely Lily Wright,
Josh,
my best
it's
creation.
windy today because it does look like you have fuzzy caterpillars on your face.
Yeah. Well, it'll stop in a few days. Like they'll they'll dissipate. What are you doing faces for?
I'm bored. Well, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a fun life with my mommy.
Thank you. Okay, Jess Torrey says, or do you have a recommendation? Jess, I'm not sure exactly what I'm recommending on. I'd have to go back and find your initial comment. If you want to update me, and I can invite you. I can't invite you up. You got a private account. Lynette, you're welcome. Maria Fields, cataract in both eyes, and what you said really helps. I was told this. You told about sun gazing. Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's amazing. MJ says, what do you recommend for epiretinal, sorry, membrane? I have blurry vision in my right eye. So for epiretinal membrane damage, I would absolutely recommend the 4NI, number 4, ANEYE. Just Tori says, my mom is blind due to being diabetic. Okay, so diabetic retinopathy, and is she legally blind or is she physically blind? Jess, I can't invite you up either because your account's private. If you click on invite, you can invite yourself up, but I can't invite you up. If she's okay, so she's physically blind, not legally blind. So here's the deal. Does she have any sight at all? Does she see shadows, shapes? Can she determine light, when the lights are on or off, daytime and nighttime, things like that?
Mm.
Okay, God's blessings. You're up. How can I help you?
Hi, Leslie. This is me. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm excellent. How are you doing?
I'm good. So, Leslie, I have a brother here. My husband's cousin. He's in Las Vegas, I think, and so he has an issue with his eyes. So I told him about your natural treatment, and he is interested. So I'm going to let him talk to you, explain
Okay.
to you what's going on with him. Then you can recommend him what to get.
Okay, excellent.
All right, Elias, you can speak.
Okay, my name is Elias Ahmad, and I have like a three surgery in my eyes because I have a glaucoma,
Okay.
and I have a like cloudy, and I look cloudy,
Okay,
and
so your vision is still cloudy and you had
yes,
surgery for glaucoma. What's your eye pressure?
yes. My eye pressure before is like 23, but right now it's getting like 15, something around 15, 13. My
Okay.
eyes still
And,
looking cloudy.
okay, and what drops are you on?
I have three drops, like the one like antibiotic one, and the one I use it at the night time. I don't know what's the name of it. And I have
Latanoprost?
methanocross and then timolol.
Okay, and Timolol. Okay. So, and um you're not getting enough lift out of those to get your eye pressure down to 11 and 12, which is really the kind of the sweet spot of eye pressure.
My pressure is like a 15, 13,
Yeah.
around that.
How long ago did you have laser surgery on your eye to
No, I don't have later. I make the surgery, a real surgery.
Okay. So you had, and what was the surgery called?
Glaucoma.
Okay. So they just called it glaucoma surgery.
Yes. I have like three of
Okay.
them.
Three
All right.
times? Mm.
3 times, yes.
Three
Mm.
times. Okay.
Yep.
So the drops that I'd recommend for you are 4NI, 4060, and the C Clear with DMSO.
Okay, I
That's
got it,
that's
Elias. Don't worry. I got it for you.
okay.
You say 460 C clear with DMSO and 4NI.
And 4NI, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And how many times he has to use it?
So he'll get the same, document protocol of use, but it starts at 4 times a day. And I'm going to recommend that he start with 5 times a day because getting the pressure down, below 14 would be a
Mm-hmm.
key thing to do as fast as possible. And
Mm-hmm.
then you could consider rolling off the medicated prescriptions and
Mm-hmm.
just dealing with with the natural drops. But the other thing about the 5 times a day is that's going to help get the eyesight back to some level of normalcy. So it's going to clear up what's going on in the eye that you've got this blurry vision.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's a question. What's the reason of the cloudy every time? What's the reason of it? And if I have the pressure getting down, I still have it.
Yeah, and did they ever say anything about cataracts? Do you have cataract?
No.
Okay. So the other thing is, since you've had 3 surgeries, the big issue that you probably have is dry eye, dryness in the eye, and scar tissue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay?
What am I gonna use?
I'm sorry?
For dry eye, what am I gonna use for it?
So you're going to get 2 drops. One is called Revitalize, and the other one is called See Clear with DMSO. Those are going to take care of the dryness.
Okay. That's fine.
And then he will use it 5 times for the first few weeks, right? The first.
Yeah. I would do 5 times for 3 weeks, then drop to 4 times for a month,
Okay.
and then and just
just keep
follow the
going.
protocol. Right.
Yes. And what about the medication he's using? He just separate the timing?
Well, you don't want to use these drops in unison with your prescription. So you need to have at least 30-minute window between using either or.
Okay.
But after 3 weeks, we want to have your eye pressure checked,
Yes.
because if your eye pressure is going down, then you can start considering going off of the prescription.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's clear. Do you have any question, Elias? Any more question?
No, that's
Okay.
okay with me right now.
Okay. I think we'll go ahead and I'll explain to him how to or I'll send him the link. I have the link, so
Okay, excellent.
you got it. Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Leslie. Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
night. Thank you for
You
coming up. I
too.
Thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much. Thank you for
You're
helping.
so welcome.
You
Take the
too.
best care.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye.
Okay, Robbie, HDC, how can I help you?
Oh, I just come in by mistake. I don't know, but I'll call
Okay.
you. I'll call you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to go back and check for questions. Okay, so Jake Williams 06 says, I have a friend losing her sight due to medical issues. Yes, and that can happen. There are medications that actually can, make you lose your sight, which is horrible. But is she looking for an alternative? Yeah, what's going on? What's the goal? Hey, Jake Williams. Oh, Jack, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent. It's been a minute since we've seen you.
Yeah, well, you told me to use all the bottles, and then I double checked, and I still got about 3 more.
Okay.
So I was wanted to check with you if I still continue using that, or you're gonna change it to something else.
I ain't changing it to
It
nothing
was the
else.
Invital Eyes.
Okay, good. So how are your eyes doing?
Well, I'm focusing a lot better. I still got to wear my glasses to read.
Okay.
And my pressure in my left eye is down to 10, and my right eye is I think it was 16 when they took it last week.
Wow, that is fabulous. Down to 10. Now, are you still using your prescription medications?
Like you just told the other woman, I use it beyond when I take that about an hour later.
Okay. But you're still doing them regularly though, every day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You want to back off a little bit on the eye where the pressure is 10. You don't want that pressure to go below
Okay.
10. Okay.
Okay.
So pressure
Uh-huh.
below 6 causes an issue called hypotony, and
Okay.
that's actually the death of the optic nerve due due to the pressure being too low. So
I got
10,
you.
10 is the low of normal, 20 is the high of
Uh-huh.
normal. You don't want to go below 10.
Okay.
So you want to
Okay.
take away some of that, um, some of the medication on that particular eye. And I would
Okay.
start with, if you're using latanoprost, I'd start with that, take that drop away at night, and see how the eye does at that point.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And the eye where the pressure is 16, that's
Right.
good, but you still got to get it down lower.
Okay.
So I would add another dose of 4 and 40/60 on that particular eye.
Oh, okay. I'm not on that. I'm on Revival. Aye.
Revitalize. So
Yeah, that's what you've been putting.
that's just the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. There's other eye drops that you have in there.
Yes, I look for them and I got them. So you want me to go on, what is it again?
So do you know what? Can you tell me what you have? Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you have 4 and 40/60.
Yeah, I've got the 40/60. I've already seen that.
Okay.
Uh, here's four and I.
Okay.
And where'd it go? More of that. Here it is, 40/60.
Okay. Yeah. So what I want you to do is add the 4 and the 40/60 into your daily routine twice a day.
Okay. Twice a day. Okay.
And
What about
yeah,
this Revival? You still want me to use it?
you always use that before you use the 4 and the 40/60. So
Oh, I
revitalize will
got
be
you.
first, then 4 then 40/60.
Oh, okay. Good then.
Okay.
How long until it's gone?
Yes. Until
Okay.
you have normalized eye pressure for weeks at a time, or until the bottle's empty.
Gotcha.
One of the two.
There's another bottle too. It's BCB.
Yeah,
Where's it?
BCB is the company logo, Bearcat Body.
Okay. Oh, here it is on it. It's C clearance with
With
DM.
DMSO.
Uh huh.
Yes. So that is like a multivitamin for your eyes. You can use that any
Oh.
time of the day or night, and
Oh,
it
okay.
really is just going to help with clarity and focus in the eye system.
Okay, yeah, good, because that's what I need too. A little bit more focus,
There you go.
especially in the right eye.
Okay.
What about the double seeing? Will that be corrected after a while?
I do think so. Yes. So the
Okay,
40/60 and the 4 are going to be restorative in that effect.
okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Come up anytime, ask any questions. Okay.
Okay, all right, that sounds
Excellent.
good. Well, you be
Nice to talk
careful,
to you.
okay?
I'm doing what
Thank
I
you.
can.
All
Thank you,
right.
Jack.
Okay,
Bye
bye
bye.
bye.
Okay, Jake Williams, '06. I wanted to invite you up on the panel. Just Tori, you told me no, ma'am. I'm not sure what that is a response to. I've had so many other conversations and thoughts running through my head. I apologize. Okay, Jake Williams, '06. So, yes, she's interested in alternatives. Where is camera authorized? I'm not sure what that means. So you don't have to have your camera on if you don't want to. Ms. Cookies says your testimonials are amazing. Our eye system is amazing. The eye system is amazing at how it can actually restore itself back to health and clarity and focus. It's amazing. So these drops help the eyes just get back to the point where they're doing their job. So everything is just operating the way it is supposed to in the eyes. That's what they do. That's what DMSO and castor oil does. It's not, magic. It's not doing something above and beyond. It's just saying to the eyes, hey, I'm here to help you. Let me take care of some of this inflammation. Let me make sure that the water's flowing the way it should, that the oil's flowing the way it should. Let me get rid of these blockages. Let me add some more blood flow and oxygen into the eye. All of that. Let me get rid of this scar tissue. Let's get rid of those floaters. All those things. That's exactly what it does. Okay, it's 8:01. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This has been a fabulous live. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna jump off because I gotta jump back on at 8:30, and I need to take a little bit of break and come back on. Um, Lady D, that's me, says I love the live. I watch every day. So amazing. Thank you. So informing. Thank you. Ricky Rayford says, I cannot download my instructions. Can you email them to me? 100%. 100% will do. All right, we're good. Thank you so much. You guys nurture yourselves naturally. Take the best care. I'm back on at 8:30. So if you're willing to come hang out, come hang out. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Bye.